So where do you want to see from?
Okay, it's already live, by the way. Hello, everyone. Okay, we're having a little bit of chaos here. That's nothing unusual. Hi, Rediscovering Me family. Good to be with you this afternoon. I've got my husband filming today, so this could be disastrous. Say hello to Stuart, anybody who's out there. There's Stuart waving at you. You can't see him, but I can. Yeah, this is us being festive in Africa, by the way. This is our Christmas spirit. That's as good as it gets, I'm afraid. I'm actually feeling quite jealous. Last week, those of you who tuned in last week, or those of you who watched our video from last week, Jane was live in the UK, and there she was in her fur hat and a bright red coat and snow. It looked like a picture postcard. So I was so jealous, and we're sitting here and I'm sweating and I'm hot, and yeah, this is African Christmas. So not feeling very festive at the moment, and this is the first year, I have to say, that we have not put up Christmas decorations. I'm feeling really bad. But as our kids have got bigger, they just blankly refuse to put up Christmas decorations. And to be honest, they haven't been around. So that's one of the things I wanted to chat to everybody about this afternoon. Our kids over the last week have actually been in India. And it's their second visit to India. They're very blessed. Our children are part of a band called Outcry. Those of you who fancy having a look on Facebook, Outcry, 2 words. But the bands have been in India this week, and it's been interesting. They've had quite a tough time. My daughter, Chelsea, those of you may have seen her on Facebook. She actually runs our social media. Chelsea she's probably one of the older members of the band. And she's sort of taken control of travel arrangements and one thing and another. And so off they flew to India last Saturday, and when they arrived in India, they were missing 3 suitcases. 4 suitcases, says Stuart. Okay, 4 suitcases. So they arrive in India, and for the first 3-4 days, they didn't have any suitcases. 4 suitcases were missing. And in the middle of the week, 2 of them pitched up, but they're still missing 2 suitcases. And poor old Chelsea, she's the one who's been missing her clothes the whole week. And out of all of them, she's the one who always likes to look nice. Yeah, she likes her things. And so I think she's had a really challenging week, not just because she's been missing clothes, but just as a girl, as a woman. We can all, I'm sure, sort of relate to this a little bit. That you don't have your toiletries and stuff that you need, no painkillers when she needed them. So my poor daughter's really had a tough week. But in the middle of all of that, it was quite interesting. Midweek, I think she crashed, she hit rock bottom, and she was like, "Mom, it's horrible." Like, she was really enjoying the time and they were enjoying what they were doing, but she was battling with the fact that she didn't have her own stuff. And so the one afternoon, her and her friend stayed and they had some quiet time together, and they went for a little walk along the streets. And when I spoke in Hyderabad, in India, so when they came back to the hotel, I was chatting to her a little bit later, and she said they both had a revelation. And it was this. They both realized, I mean, they've grown up in Africa, both of them. They've been surrounded by poverty all of their lives. And those of you who have ever visited Africa from the UK, from America, from wherever you are in the world, you'll realize that poverty in Africa is real. And these girls have grown up surrounded by it. They know what poverty is. But both of them said walking around the streets of Hyderabad in India really made them realize that they are so fortunate. That you in the West, we even in Africa, we've got so much. Many of us have got so much that we really don't need it. We really don't need as much stuff as we have. We tend to fill our lives with this stuff. And for Chelsea, I think that was a really big revelation this week, that she doesn't need it. So she got a suitcase full of stuff that she's now lost. Even if it never turns up again, she came to peace with that. She made peace with it. that, so what, okay, so she's lost a suitcase full of stuff. She's got plenty more stuff, more than she will ever need. And here are these kids out on the streets of Hyderabad that have got nothing. One of the things that they did this week was to visit a preschool. And these little kids in the preschool are actually street kids. They don't have parents. They're living on the streets. Can you imagine? And they're preschool age. So again, I think it just put everything into perspective for our kids this week. It's been an amazing week for them. A real eye-opener. As I've said, they've been before, but I think this week's been quite dramatic for all of them, life-changing. There's something that I want to put out probably this week, so keep your eyes open for it. I'm going to put up a poll. Rediscovering Me in 2018. Jane and I have a vision next year that we want to bring our Rediscovering Me family together for a retreat. And we've got a couple of things that we're playing with at the moment. One of them is to do something in the UK, one of them, and this is just something new that's come to sort of my mind, is to do something in India. So watch out for the poll. Can you imagine, given the opportunity, to take a week out of your busy life and go and minister, to go and help, to go and work with, to go and help these street kids, to do something amazing, to just go out there and help, to give a week just to help these kids? I don't know. Please leave a comment at the bottom if you managed to watch this video all the way through. Just drop us a little comment there. Watch out for the poll, because I'll be putting that up sometime soon. So in the meantime, me and my Christmas tree. Yay! Christmas tree! I had some tinsel somewhere, but I think Stuart put it back on the tree. So that's as good as it gets, I'm afraid. No snow, no red suit. That was all we could manage today. So anybody who's tuning in this afternoon, Stuart, is there anybody out there that you can see? Can you see any names on the screen? No, nobody with us this afternoon? No? Okay. Well, anybody who watches this video a little bit later, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And next Monday is Christmas Day, so you'll have to watch out. I'm sure Jane will put a special message on. I'll definitely be out there at some point on Monday next week. So watch out for us next week. Have a wonderful week. If you're traveling, travel safe. If you get to spend time with family, have a wonderful family time. Okay, until next week, have a wonderful week. And it's bye from me, bye from Stuart, bye from the Christmas tree.